And this is the Apex collection in the first building. Ooh-wee. This is another building full of awesome. And this is the third building I've found the Apex collection in so far. Wow.
You got to keep on keeping on.
Man, that's awesome.
Life's a garden, dig it.
I always look at this and think of the James Dean car. No estimates on how much this one's worth.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Hi, and welcome back to Lux Garage. I'm Jason, but we're not at Lux Garage. We're still at the Mecum Auction here at 2026 in Kissimmee, Florida. But to check out the Apex collection here behind me, so let's go check it out. 69 Dodge Super B A12. What else you gonna say? 69 6-pack Super B. And then I got right here next to it, I got one of my favorite cars. I love the looks of these. Used to be my son's favorite car of all times. Hope one of these days he can get one. There it is. The stick shift, the beep beep horn. This is the color I would want mine in. Everything about this car is what I would like. I would take this car. Obviously anybody probably would. $21,440 original Survivor. Being that this is original Survivor, yeah, I would definitely drive that. I don't know if I could keep the miles off of it though. That would be the only bad part, because I don't think I could just let this sit in the driveway, people. Out in the shop. Just banging those gears would be awesome, you know? I mean, that's just really cool. But I'd have to put a few miles on it anyway, just to say I drove it. But man, that's so cool. I want to drive one of them one of these days. I've never drove one. Sat in one, never drove one. Demon 340, pretty color. I'm a fan of the big stick shift. The color is pretty. 71 Dodge Demon. Bristol Road. Very cool. I think I like the white stripe down the side and the white interior. Looks really good together. My favorite part has got to be that Hurst shifter right there. Is the wing put on backwards? I don't know 100%. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is that one put on backwards? 2001 Dodge Viper. Very nice. 712 made. One owner. Very cool. Go into a Nova here. More of the Apex collection. 396. That says 396 car.
You got to keep going. You got to keep on keeping on.
Ooh, Killer Chevelle here next to it too. Look at this. Ooh, I like that. Copo Chevelle. I didn't know it was a Copo. Very cool. All right, we're back up here at these Shelbys now. 69 Shelby GT 500 convertible. Interesting color. I like this color on this Mustang. Have I already done these Mustangs? I don't remember doing these Mustangs, but that's cool. This is 60. Let's finish up this one first. Let's get the front end. 69 of these with the 4 speeds. Factory build Wimbledon white. Nice. GT 500. Very, very cool. What else can you say? It's a pretty car. It's a real deal GT 500. It's pretty. You got another one sitting right here. Color combination it says is the most desirable, huh? Very nice. Don't see too many of these blue colors. An automatic transmission in that one. Back in the day, though, I believe an automatic transmission was a lot higher dollar than the standard transmission, so a lot of people would think that they were getting a better transmission or getting the automatic because it's more desirable. But stick shifts, I believe, is where it's at, in my opinion. This Chevelle here, 100% takes me back to when I was really little, and my uncle had one just like this. I remember it when I was a kid. I think somebody's got a picture of me sitting on the hood of that thing, or I've seen a picture of me sitting on the hood of it at one time when I was like a little, like 2 or something. I was still a little kid, but I remember this car vaguely when I was growing up before he sold it. But and my first muscle car that I ever drove and had was a 72, but this is just like my uncle's that he had. And that was awesome. And then we go over here to Z28. This one right here, yellow, pretty cool. This one always is going to, these are my favorite years. If I was going to get one, I would want the split bumper personally. But look at this. This is a very cool Copo car too, huh? And that's nice. But yeah, I'd like to have a split bumper 70 through 73. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I love to talk about the cars. Here's a 2008. Man, I like the Dodge Viper. I've always been a fan of the Vipers, but I liked them when they first come out. Like the very first year or two. 4,500 miles. SRT 10 ACR. Pretty tough car right there. Hard to beat it. Be fun to drive a little bit. This is a 34 Cadillac. Very cool. I like the hood ornaments on these old cars and how big they are. They're nice. Big Cadillac right there. I like it. But I like this one right here too. The old 64 Lincoln. This is also Apex Collection. 64 Lincoln Suicide. This one's been swapped. Lowered airbag looks like. And Resto Mod. Little 57 T-Bird. Nice. Very cool. Original look. Very cool. And Apex Collection 57 T-Bird. Somebody spent $100,000 in restoration of this bad boy. I don't know. This is a the 56 Ford Thunderbird. It says it's red. It looks like a peach color. It's pretty wild. I mean, I'm colorblind, so I mean these colors are probably way off. But very, very cool. Hard top convertibles. Little portholes are cool. This car always reminds me of American Graffiti. As soon as I see the car in white, it always reminds me of American Graffiti.
What did you say? Wait, what did you say? What did you say? Quick, quick, hang a right. She's gone. Get it. She spoke to me. She spoke to me right through the window.
One of my first real big car shows that I watched growing up was American Graffiti, and this car right here just screams it. We got a 65 Buick Riviera GS. Build cost in excess of $1.25 million.
And you got to keep on keeping on.
SEMA show car.
That car is nice and nice, man. Dave doesn't understand it.
I don't. '65, I love it. I like the headlights, the way they work. There they open up and split like that. Really nice. Buick Riviera. Very custom, very cool. It's a pretty car. Man, what a collection. Apex Collection is what we're finishing up now. Didn't realize we had it in another building. Man, that's nice. 346 speed. 340 6-pack. My favorite color. Even though my Chargers are blue one, that's my favorite on a Challenger. This is a red 1970 6-pack 340 car. It's very nice. Yeah. Love the exhaust on those. Love the wheels. Gotta love the pistol grip shifters in these bad boys. That's something I'd like to put on the back of my Charger. I hadn't found one yet. It's hard to find those louvers for a 74. So, but man, there you go, Apex Collection there.
Yeah, I know what you're. The one thing I'll say about this.
Very cool. Look at this bad boy. 71 CUDA shaker. 340. Wow. Very cool. Love the looks of this car. Got the T-handle automatic on that one, looks like. CUDA. There you go. Tells you a little bit about it there. I guess I should have started with that, but it's hard to get a good pattern down, I guess, for me. I'm just all over the place. I didn't realize that we had any more Apex Collection to go over, and I think that was the thing that surprised me most. Then we go into the 67 Mustang here. Sorry, the reflections are a lot. Very cool. These are super nice cars. Pretty interior, pretty exterior, pretty blue.
Oh, so pretty. La 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 la.
It's really nice. Go fast back here. This is a, next here you got a Shelby fastback. We're going over this way. And this is the Shelby fastback here. We'll finish up this blue one real quick, and then we'll hit that Shelby. Check that thing out. Pretty nice. Pretty nice little fastback there. I love the interior color, but the interior is a little bit lighter than the exterior. So I don't know if I did it on purpose or if that's the way it comes. Probably the way it comes because it's super nice. I'm sure you probably went all factory. Very cool. That's nice too. But we'll go ahead and finish this Shelby now. Very cool. 428, 4-speed. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy. Gotta get in there where you can actually see it a little bit. Gotta get it closer. But let me get you a wide view there. There you go. And then I'll try to get this placard. I need to start with the placard, but they've got them in different spots all around these cars. So it's hard to start with a placard. But very cool. Very, very cool actually. At least we got a 68 Shelby GT 500. I like it when I got the windows rolled down so it's a little easier to see inside. It's really cool too. Looks like the original style battery. I don't know if they took it apart, like put a repo underneath, or if that's like the original battery itself. Very cool. And we got a 70 Ford Mustang 302 Boss. 302. Pretty. I like that big T-handle shifter right there. It's cool. Wide interior is neat. 70 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Pretty car. Then I think right here next to it is a pretty, I think these cars right here are a little bit more underrated than a lot of people think. These are pretty tough. You don't see a lot of them. The Buick GS, these old Buicks like this, hardtop or convertible, you don't see a lot of these. Very cool. 455 GS. You don't see a lot of these cars. I think they're underrated a little bit myself. I just think they're awesome. You can't be mad about that. I mean, pretty green color. I don't know about the convertible part, but you know, the price goes up as the top goes down. But anyway, look at this 442 next to it. I always thought these were awesome. These were always some really cool cars back in the day to me. I'm a fan of the white and gold 442, but man, Hearst 442, I mean, and then here's your little, here's the stand plaque for that one. This one, I've got to start with the plaque first, I think, because this Judge, look at that, all original. Let's read this. Original Survivor. And now here's the car. This paint on this thing. It is. Look at these stripes. Man, that is so cool. This is the way I think, if I was going to have one, this is the way I'd want one. Man, that's awesome. This is so cool. Look at this. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but the undercoat's kind of showing a lot on that. I love it. All original car. That's the way you want to buy them right here. They must have really done something to this paint though for it to be original, because this doesn't look like original paint right here. Love it. The nose is so cool because it's like translucent. Where it's been out in the light and out in the sun and stuff, I guess it's faded through. Check out. That is my favorite part of the whole car, is this nose. Man, that is so cool. Everything about this car screams cool because being original survivor. Sorry, there's certain cars I just focus on more just because I'm into them. And if I was going to own a Judge, I love the orange. If I could get an orange one like that, original like that, man, that'd be the way. I love that. This Camaro right here is pretty nice. Say 68 Camaro SS. Nice little 4-speed car. Man. Hard to explain to you until you've been to shows like this, the SEMA shows, Barrett Jackson's, is to see this many awesome rare cars in one area in such a short time frame. You take for granted how rare a lot of these cars are, just because, you know, it is what it is. We'll go back here and look at the sheet on this one first. The 69 311 made Camaro SSRS. There you go. My favorite part of this whole car is the dog dish hubcaps and the wheels. Nice little setup here. Like the ice trays on top. Man, that's so nice. I like to paint a bumper on that one. Next we got the 68 Camaro convertible. Got the old horseshoe automatic in that one. But hey, we ain't got over there yet, but right there, you know what that is. We'll be over there, and that's our next one right there. Ooh-wee. Little information on it. I think I'm gonna have to go over here before y'all get the whole woo of that one, woo of that one, woo of that one. No expense spared restoration. Very cool. I hope I can use a lot of this. A lot of music blaring, a lot of places. But here you go. I had a 78 Bandit, but it was a rare car. It was a lot rougher than what I wanted to restore, because you had to restore it. I had the paperwork on it, so I sold it, and I sold a 79 SC that was a one-owner car with all the paperwork, and now I've got a 79 that's been modified so I can do what I want to it. Very cool. Here, 61 Corvette. Pretty car. Like the red, black and silver. Little fuely action. That's nice. And you got a desirable 67 over here, 427. Nice. It's got the best of everything as far as Corvettes for the year. That's a mean car right there. Here's your placard. That's a mean little car right there. I like everything about this one. Maybe not a fan of the color, but other than that, everything else is right on point. Here's a 63 convertible. Probably somebody wished they had the hardtop.
Got to keep going.
On this year. Probably worth a little bit more than the convertible is, but man, pretty cool. I love the reds. When they do red interiors on these, the black with red interiors, just awesome. 327, kind of crazy. Nice little car. 62 right here next to it, and see how this looks. shifters, man. It just blows my mind. Very cool. Let's see if I can get to the placard on this one. I almost bought a door off one of these to hang on the wall of the shop once, and I wish I would have. I'm sure the prices of them have went way up since then. It's just a junk. It's pretty awesome. Anyway. So yeah, we're in Corvette Alley right now for the Apex collection. We'll go over here and we'll start with the placard, see what it says on it real quick. 63. Guess that's the best mistake Corvette probably ever made for them anyway. Or what they feel like was the best mistake they've ever made, I guess. But 63s. I like the one next to it a little bit better than a 63 myself. I'm big into this body style. If I was going to get one, 6970, really cool. There you go, 427, 390 horsepower. This would be the one I would pick over the 63 all day, just because to me it's a lot cooler than the 63. But this is my favorite body style of the Corvette, is this one right here. This is very, very cool. My favorite of any Corvette ever made would be this one right here. Pretty cool. Here's a 95, 853 miles on that one. The stick shift Corvette. The rarity on this one obviously is your 853 miles. I mean, you don't come across that very often, right? ZR1. And you got a 2012. And it's right here. That's a tough piece right there. I love it. I love the way, that's one thing I do like about when they put the plexiglass opening or glass opening. I think it's plexiglass. I didn't want to touch it, but where you can see the engine, I think that's awesome. Me, myself, I like shakers, but I'm a big Dodge fan over Corvette. Look at this. Well, we ain't ready for that. That's all Ferrari collection. We ain't ready for Ferrari yet. We still in the Apex collection right now. Look at this 59 Porsche 1600 Super GT. One of 7 built by the factory. This is a real deal. 59. So I believe this would be the first real deal 59 that I've ever seen, because I've seen a lot of kit cars, but this is the deal. So very cool. You get a chance to see one in person.
And you got to keep on keeping on.
And that's awesome.
Life's a garden, dig it.
I always look at this and think of the James Dean car. I think that's kind of what my mind goes to. I know a lot of people may think of other things, but this, and as soon as I think of this, I've got a stand up of James Dean out in the shop, and that is what I think about when I see these. But to see a real one is awesome, because I've seen a lot of kits, but I think that's the first real one I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, look at this. This has got to be a real deal. Holyfield narrow hip Shelby's. There's your little information. 32 of them known to exist. Factory narrow hip. There's your little information on it. Unbelievable. This is a real deal. Love the wheels on that. I don't know if the wheels does that thing justice or not. Man, this thing is so cool. That's the real deal, man. The real deal. Man, that's got to be so much fun. Especially back in the day, raw horsepower, nothing but raw horsepower. Wow. I can't get over those wheels. Those wheels are so cool. 427 original. I got to get another shot from the back, and we got to get a good shot from the front. Rare. What can you say? Is that rarer than hen's teeth? I think it is. Let me look from the front here. Apex Collection. Man, that's pretty. And then we spin around to this one. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Another real one sitting right here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Unbelievable. Love the stickers. It's got the original stickers here. 65. It's got all your information here. That does say 1.4 to 1.7 million dollars here. Very rare. The real deal. What else can you say? Check out the wheels on this bad boy. AC. Man. The drag snake. Man, that is unbelievable. I love this drag snake. And I bet, what would it take to find one of these bad boys? I mean, that alone probably $1,000. I love the pie tires. I don't want to touch them, but look at that. Unbelievable. Anyway, sorry. I get to drooling over some of these cars just because of the rarity. And look at that. I mean, 427 in that little car. Man. Just sitting out here with all these other unbelievable cars here. Good thing that you had this safety roll bar in case you did flip it doing 150, and this little bitty windshield here. But man, no, that's stinking believable. Be able to say that you've seen one. Look at them tires, them wheels. American Racing down there, it says magnesium. Unbelievable. But man, I am excited about seeing this one and that one being real deal. Holyfield. Look at this Hemi-Cuda 71 Hemi-Cuda. Convertible. Me and Daddy bought a 56 Cadillac, and then when we went to see the 56 Cadillac, a guy had a 72 Hemi-Cuda under a blue tarp, like a plastic tarp that you would get like at Harbor Freight or Walmart. Just a blue plastic tarp, had a 72 Hemi-Cuda. It was unbelievable in his backyard, and tried to get it, but he didn't want to buy it. But we ended up buying a 56 Cadillac from him. It was a one-owner car, and that was a one-owner car. He had bought it, and the 56 his mom had bought new, and then we bought it from him. We still have the original yellow title from Tennessee and everything. Stuff's still out there, you just got to hunt it. So we're finishing up the Apex. I'm excited about the Ferrari. 57 old Super 88 convertible. Man, that's a lot of car right there. Woo, man, the style that was in these cars in the 50s was just, you know, crazy. Now I'm not 100% sure what this one is. It says Fiesta on the back. I don't remember that one. 53 old. See, I don't know that one. Fiesta 98. That's pretty awesome. Never seen one. I don't guess. Or I've never paid attention to one enough to know what it was. Like the steering wheel now. That's really awesome. Oldsmobile's always had some really cool signs with like the, you know, the earth and the, you know, spinning rings and stuff. Man, that's a pretty car right here. I don't think that I've ever noticed one before until now. Not saying I hadn't seen one before because I don't know, but very cool. Very, very cool. And I really like that. Like I said, there's the... Now this car right here is awesome. Now me and Daddy traded for a 51 and a 52 Buick, and I wish I would have kept that 52 Buick, but this is a 53 Buick Skylark, so every time I see one of these Buicks with the swoop on the side, it kind of takes me back. I wish I would have kept that car. That's one of the coolest cars with the right amount of patina. These old Buicks are really cool. I don't know if this is the same way, but the hood on mine, you can flip it one way or the other, or you pull both. There's knobs on the inside there, and you pull both, and you can put the whole hood off the car, so if you wanted to work on it. Mine had a straight 8 in it. I'm not 100% sure what this one had. This one's got the V8. I believe this was the first year of the V8, because mine was a 52 with a straight 8. And like I said, we had a 51 and a 52 we traded for. And I wish I'd have kept the 52 because it was all original with the nice patina on it. But these cars always take me back to when we traded for those. I wish I'd have kept that one. So, very nice. Mine wasn't a convertible, obviously. Daddy had it, and I ended up trading him around to get it. 53 Buick Skylark, very nice. Very, very nice. Mine was a special, I think, Buick Special. But I like the 52 a little bit better than the 53 because I like the way that the 52 comes swooped more in the back and had that piece of metal on the back there. 53 Cadillac. This is close to like the 56 Cadillac. It's kind of like the same body lines. Of course, ours was a hard top 2-door. Me and Daddy had bought. It was an all original car, never been painted or nothing. 2-door. I think it was 56. So that's really cool. I'm sitting here telling stories. I should be walking around showing you all this stuff. I don't know how the video is going to come out. I hope the video comes out well. I'm overwhelmed again of just the man. Look at that Continental kit. That is so cool. Just overwhelmed. I'll have to come back and check out that Bianco Special. This is something different altogether. It needs to go by itself. It's a Ferrari. We'll put that in our Ferrari section because we're about to hit the Ferrari section in a minute. Here's another Apex. This is a Baldwin Motion LS7. Right here is what it says on this one. And I've seen so many rare Camaros this time. It's unbelievable. Very cool. Of course, you can't get the old T-handle shifter. Love that. I mean, it's just, I've seen more rare Camaros today than I have in my whole life, probably going to, I don't know, hundreds of car shows. Like, not saying you don't see them every now and then, it's just seeing all of them in one spot that blows my mind. This is saying it's worth about $800,000 to $1 million. This is the one that I've been wanting to see more than any car that's here.
Mecum Kissimmee anticipates the arrival of this car, the GT40 Mark II factory lightweight from Ford in 1966.
Unbelievable. No estimates on how much this one's worth. Let's go back here. I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here you go. One of 3 factory lightweights at Savills. Unbelievable. And it's right here. Look at this thing. So cool. These things, I get fascinated with the wheels on these bad boys, these magnesiums. That was the lightest material they had back in the day. Of course, everybody's making carbon fiber now, it's so much lighter. But back in the day, that was the lightest you could get. I mean, GT40, 40 inches, unbelievable. I mean, crazy, right? Look at that. This one's been moved, raced. Man. Unbelievable. There it is. 1964 Daytona. I figured it would be worth more than that. So basically, it looks like what I've read on this one. This is a reproduction car that's been made with some of the original materials. But man, it's so cool. If I understood the way I read that right. But the best part about these cars to me is this back end of it. The way they flattened and concaved it for the wind. That's my favorite part of the whole car. But man, that's a pretty car. Those wheels are awesome. But I think what's happened is they put as many original parts as they can to reproduce an original. Probably this way I understand the way that reads. But man, it's still super awesome. I mean, nobody's going to say fuss about having that in their garage anyway, I wouldn't think. So we're going to check this out. Not sure what cars these are. Just one building of cars here. Oh, look at this bad boy. All 27 foot of it. Very nice. Pretty cool. Hadn't seen one in a while. Very nice. Something different. Montclair. Very nice. Yep. Two Continental kits. Pretty wild. Makes that car come out another, I don't know, almost 2 foot there probably. Pretty awesome. That's pretty. Y'all into the OBS 454 SS trucks. They had the right size motor, they just didn't have the right size horsepower for them bad boys when they come out. They've become a collector's, pretty much an icon for the OBS truck, I'm sure, as everybody knows. But very cool. Let's see if we're gonna buy one brand new off the lot. Standard was 18. There's no charge for the other stuff, so we paid $18,000. Nice. This is the Apex collection here that I'm looking at. Look at this, 17 miles on this bad boy. I would like to have this next to my other one. Man, that's nice. This one would look good next to my 79. Man, that is so cool. 17 miles. Still in the wrapper. 10th anniversary. Out of Arkansas. $10,700. Actually, let me take it back. $10,776.55 to be exact. And then left it all in the wrapper. Look at that bad boy. 17 miles. Unbelievable, right? I mean, is there anything more unbelievable? 17 miles. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit more time on this 79. Y'all know I'm a big TA guy and I've got a 79. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't do me no good to have this thing. It'd have more than that miles on it. Give me 30 minutes with it and I'd have 30 miles on it or more. I always like the way these birds come all the way. And you can see that's from the factory there because this is all original car. Come down and then actually had to wrap this part of the fender and the other part of the fender. Really makes it look cool. If you're not used to these cars, it takes a lot to put these birds on, as you can see, because they wrap all the way to the edge of the nose and they go all the way over and then into the fender, which is awesome. But anyway, you can see there, pretty awesome. Can't hardly beat. Probably won't ever see another one for that low miles ever again, which is awesome. Dodge Charger RT. You know, I like my Dodges. They got that 74 Chargers. This is very cool. That's your Plymouth, another Hemi car right here, original Hemi, 70 Plymouth Roadrunner. That's cool. Well, that's the shifter I like right there. I like the old wood grain pistol grip. I think I'm going to have to have another day next time or two to even think about looking at most of this stuff. This stuff's awesome. It's something you hardly ever see. This was the Carroll Shelby car that he built himself, independent from everybody. And they only made, there you go, 249 is what they ended up making, because that was a Carroll Shelby car that he did by himself. These are some really nice cars here. There's 67 here. GT350, man. It's a pretty car. Not for 100% sure the color, like you said, I'm colorblind, but it's a pretty car. I'm sure it says the color right there somewhere. I would like to, I'll have to figure that out because I don't know. And here's another pace car. Wow, 67. I've not ever seen a pace car in this color myself, so that's pretty awesome. I've always seen the orange one next door. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in real life. So that is excellent.
Excellent!
The red line tires, which is awesome. I have never seen that year pace car. This is the iconic pace car. When I think of Camaros, this is it. But this blue one's really cool too. So 67, it's awesome. This is a 69. This is, I think, most people probably knows this car more than they're gonna know this car. That's pretty awesome though, to have two of them put back to back. So. And We are, can't beat that. It's the Apex collection down here. And this Corvette Z06 right here is part of it too. 49 miles. Brand new. Still in the wrapper just like most of the other. Very cool. Now I didn't realize that this was all Apex collection in here, or most of it. That's pretty awesome within itself. Everything I've showed you so far is all Apex collection. I didn't realize that. So anyway, pretty awesome. Newer Mustangs. These are some pretty rare snakes. Shelbys. Look at this. The Venom. This is the GT500. Completely blacked out. I think there's only so many of these. I think there was like less than 60 of these built. Very cool. Corvette 3LT coupe, 50 miles, basically brand new. And then right behind it we got us a Dodge. Can't be complete without the Dodge in the collection. I like the way they did the stripes. This right here stripe is just like on my Charger, which is awesome. Very cool. I'm sure this one's still in the wrapper. There's a lot of these out there in the wrapper. Let's see how many. 15 miles on this one. Jailbreak package. Pretty awesome. I'll try to talk as less. I say that and I just can't help but talk about these awesome cars. This is a bucket list item for me to get to come to Mecum. So just checking it out. If you're into cars, this is the Apex collection. And very cool. I really like that one too. But this right here, this is a 66 GT40 replica. But man, you get the chance to drive this. You can actually drive this one, not feel too bad, because I'm sure you know the original ones are millions of dollars. This would be cool to be able to drive. I don't know what this thing probably cost to build, but you could actually go and take this one out on the track and have a good time, I bet. Probably have a real good time with it. This thing is awesome. That's lovely. Very nice. Very cool. It's one of my favorite cars I've seen here so far. The bad part is I'd probably try to drive the thing. Now we get over here. Pro Touring Chevy Camaro. A lot of people, first thing pops in their head, probably Bumblebee from Transformers. That's what it kind of reminds me of. As soon as I saw it, my mind took to that. But pretty awesome.
No way.
I like the Pro Touring. Somebody's color was yellow. There's a lot of yellow in this collection. Said this is the Apex collection. This is one collection in this building, looks like. I could be wrong, but it looks like everything in this building. I'm not sure about the memorabilia over there, but all these cars are all part of the Apex collection. The Apex collection. Hey, looks like a wide body kit on this. Pretty awesome. That might be factory. Wow, look at that tiny shifter. Well, what can you say? You've got to have a Shelby. Pretty awesome there too, ain't it? I mean,
My buddy's daughter. I'm not talking the car all as well. I don't know what that was making. Same color. Grandfather.
very, very, very cool. And we go over here to this Camaro next. Pretty cool. There's something significant about every car here, I'm sure. One owner with 1,000 miles, 320 miles. Special edition. Here's a Porsche 928. Now, whenever I was growing up, these would run around, and these were close to when I was growing up, some of the lower priced Porsches that you could actually get. I'm sure the prices on them are really starting to come up, but for sure. Look at that, 18,000 miles. Awesome. And then these are really cool because the headlights will pop up straight. And then you got the sunroof.
Got to keep going.
Resto mod looking right there, boys and girls. I bet that's on a chassis and the whole nine. Look at that. Let's see what we got. Resto mod, 142 miles. I wanted to see what kind of chassis it was sitting on. There you go. Jameson chassis, adjustable coilovers. A lot more horsepower than it ever meant to have, but of course you've got a suspension under it now and frame that'll handle that kind of horsepower.
Unparalleled by any car to come before or since their inception. The Outpost SY is one of those cars.
Sweat to death in here. I'm gonna have to go back outside here in a minute. It's hot. Very cool. Look at this. Very cool. I like it. It's a replica, but man, it's so cool. I like to drive that one time. I really don't think I could fit in it very well. Then I'm a little over 6 foot tall, or right at 6 foot tall, whatever. But man, very, very cool. It's got to be awesome to drive and feel that. And then we're back over here to that Corvette we saw a while ago. 64 Corvette. Very nice. Love the color on it. 427. Look at this bad boy. Very, very cool. Man. I keep trying not to talk, but some of these cars makes you want to scream. They look so awesome. I mean, if you're into rolling artwork. And then we'll finish up the Apex collection. $275 miles on the 82 Vet. I've always liked the Coke body boiler styles. I like the Stingrays. I like the I guess 71, 72 models, probably my favorite, but these are really cool. And that low miles, here's your price tag, $24,000, 1982, to buy this beautiful car. Yep. Very cool. 1996 Cadillac Fleetwood sedan, 817 miles. Pretty expensive, I would say. I guess that's one. Probably an expensive car. Those years, $43,000 price tag. $43,620. I guess that's about everything you can get on one. And right here next door, got us a little Chevrolet SS. 2,000 miles, 2,930 miles. Awesome. Pretty wild. Here we go. This is pretty cool. Time capsule, 3,700 miles. They're only original once. I would drive that one for sure. Why not? I mean, it's only 27 foot long. 79 Lincoln Continental time capsule, 3,700 miles. Crazy. 400. Woo. That's just, you hear the auction going on. It's right out in the next building, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I can hear it going on. Very cool. Unbelievable. Hard to find something with that type of miles on it in that bad boy.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Got the pretty cool Continental. I like the way that the door trim is on these. Got the suicide rear door. Very cool. That's a cool car right there. Yeah, this one's awesome. 943 miles. Everything is basically a time capsule here. That's in this Cadillacs. That is really cool. They're only original one, like they say. Very cool. But that Continental over there is definitely cool. 16,000 miles. Jaguar. Love the wheels on those Jags. That is pretty. Very cool. 1996 Chevy Impala SS. Only 361 miles on that one. Very cool. I'm kind of wondering, I need to look at the date codes on the tires. I'm wondering if the tires are still original or if they put new tires on them for the auction. I'll have to look at that in a minute. $26,000. Woo! And this one is not black. This was a rare, one of the rare colors I think in the Impala. But black is the most popular. And then 92 Barone, 12,000 miles on this one. Love the spoke wheels. That's really cool. Little time capsules here. I got a buddy that's got one of these cars. Mercury Marauder. A lot of people, you never hardly see these. This is $34,000. Yeah, I had a buddy that had one of these. Pretty cool little scooting cars. Kind of a sleeper because a lot of cars were out look like this, but kind of a sleeper there. Had a little bit of more horsepower than most at that time. That Jaguar here, $103,000. Get 1,000 miles on it. 1,473, I think is what it said. Like I said, all original. That's the kind of golf cart I'm talking about right there. Little Bronco golf cart. Anyway, sorry about that. Just saw it going by. Here's your vet. These vets are starting to really come up in value. 21 miles. So, first year of the C4. It's probably going to be the rarest C4 that there is. First year with this many miles. '91 Mercedes Benz.
Okay, so this is a whole collection.
16,900 original miles. This is iconic body style from Mercedes. I believe everybody remembers these running around back in the day. They were everywhere. Pretty awesome. All of this was part of the Apex collection, and that's pretty cool right there. I didn't know how we're going to cover this. I hope everybody can enjoy this. That's a really nice collection of cars. I think I'm about to move on. I've covered the road art section, and we've covered Apex collection, and now we're going to walk over, pick up here at the Apex collection. This is the third building I've found the Apex collection in so far, and this is a 2016 Lamborghini Huracan Spider. There's your specs on it right there. Pretty cool. You can see the interior. It's hard to see out here, the light, but very cool. Lamborghini. Now, I've never been a huge Lamborghini fan. I really like the Countach because that's what I grew up with in the 90s. But this Lamborghini right here would the only other Lamborghini I think I'd ever want to own. I mean, the Countach, I'd love to own one, but I would never drive it. This one I would like to own, drive, and I love it Baja. I'd actually bring it up even higher if I could and try to get as close to some 33s under this thing as I could, just because it is awesome. All-wheel drive. Here's your V10 back here in the back. But I mean, this thing's already got your flares on it. Bring flares out more. Lift this thing up about 3 more inches. Put you some 33s or something on it. And really, 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 you could Baja this thing almost. Man, that is probably that's actually is my favorite Lamborghini besides the Countach ever. And I'm not a Lamborghini guy, but man, when they're like that, so cool. Kind of reminds me of the Baja stuff. Baja series from back in the day. But that is so cool. Right here next to it, you got you a Ferrari 2019 Ferrari Pista, 488 Pista, 2019 Ferrari 488 Pista. Don't know much about these Ferraris, but I've seen a lot of them today. I've got a whole collection in another video of Ferraris. If you want to check that out, here's your sticker price. $496,000, and it's showing that it's worth probably between $700 and $750. Pretty cool. There's an '88 Mercedes 560 SL. Man, I remember seeing these so much when I was a kid, running around in the 80s and early 90s. These are really awesome. I really like the looks of these. These remind me of whenever I was a kid. I tell you what, I used to see these running around. Most of them were 380s. I think this is a 560. So. But man, that's really cool. You remember the 80s? Some of y'all remember the 80s. This was the car that you would see quite often. Now it might have been a 380 SEL. 2021 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. Surprised I hadn't seen more of these. I think this is the third one of these I've seen since I've been out here of the Hellcats, but that's pretty cool. Red eye wide body. Seen some jailbreaks, some other things around, but this is really cool. modern day muscle. I mean, this is crazy amounts of horsepower and muscle. And they got suspension and everything to go with it. You can actually handle it. A little different than what's sitting right next to it. These cars right here, of course, y'all know the pony cars. They're raw horsepower, awesome. We just didn't have the technology and suspension like we do today. But talking about, there's a whole different driving experience, and I think most of y'all know, compared to driving this car with, I don't know how many horsepower this one's running. Anyway, here's a 70 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Nice. Like the Hearst T-handle. Love the color. Love the louvers. That's one thing I'd like to find for my Charger. I'd like to find a set of louvers for the back windows of the Charger. '24 Harley Davidson F350. I ain't even had a chance to drive that one much yet. Wow, what a setup here. With about $120,000 to $150,000. Man, those are high now. Sure, look at the bed. The bed's taller than my shoulder. Can't even get into this one. I'm sure those side rails probably open the door and they open up, but Super Snake here, pretty cool. Pretty cool carbon fiber wheels. Shelby GT 500, 60 miles. A lot of people got more restraint than I do. I got a car like that sitting in my driveway, in my shop, whatever. It's getting drove. Sorry. 1970 Chevelle Nova SS. Nice. Apex collection. Nice Apex collection. Look at that. Nice. Love seeing the stick shifts. Don't see them as much. What an experience, I have to say. Mecum Auction experience is an experience. '69 convertible there is pretty awesome. Check that out. Yep. Got the houndstooth in this one, convertible. Oh, love the stick. There's her stick. Like the dog dishes. Very nice. I'm sure this is original color. Here we go. '79 Chevy Silverado. Love it. Frame off restoration. Top of the line trim. There you go.
I'm saying this with the love of my heart. You ran your business.
Whew. You know, all these trucks are going crazy. Well, long wheelbase four-wheel drive, nice looking. I don't know what she'll bring, but somebody's put the money in her. A black truck. Pretty straight. Kind of cool four-wheel drive too. Long wheelbase. That's the best way I think the four-wheel drives look best, I think, in a long wheelbase, but that's my opinion. If you're going to have regular truck, I like the short wheelbase. If I'm going to have four-wheel drive, I like the long wheelbase. 97 Camaro. I remember whenever these first come out, they were everywhere for just a little bit. Of course, they might not have been the exact 30th anniversary, but these were super popular. Back in the day, everybody was running those. A lot of people was running those stripes. This stuff is stuff that I grew up with, and it's hard to believe that we're looking at how old they are now compared to, you know, I remember them brand new in the factory. 1997. Crazy. And that's going to wrap up the Apex collection here at Mecum Auction 2026 in Kissimmee. I've got some more Mecum Auction footage coming out, or I have some out already. If you want to check those, check them out. But anyway, if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. If there's anything else you want to see more of, just put it in the comments. I'll try to get it in for the next one. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate you coming back to see me, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you. Let's jump back over and finish up these bad boys down through here. Ooh-wee. This is another building full of awesomeness. What I need right there is start driving me a Gator with one of those mounted to it. Drive around to the car shows. Now, there's a Ferrari collection. The next one, we hadn't got to that.
This is the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, known as Bianco Speciale.
And then this is crazy right here. Look at this thing. I shouldn't even be looking over there yet. But I gotta finish this Apex collection out.
Understand. It can make people understand.
We are arriving. We're gonna find out where we need to park. All right, we turning in here to go park. We are parked. We are about to head in. Pretty cool. I'm excited. First time at Mecum. Don't really know what to expect. Kind of don't know where to go. I'm kind of following the crowd. You can see we are at the right place. All right, here's some, I guess we're going in. Here's your prices. 3 days, $75. I'm gonna get 1 day today. If I don't get them now, I probably won't get them at all. Here's the bidder registration. Pretty awesome the way they got everything set up. So far, it's been a breeze. Park, walked right in, no problem. We're heading on in now. Finally got my ticket. Got my ticket here. Got the re-entry stamp of approval. All right, and we ready for the fun to begin. We about to walk in. And then this is the fun seat back here. So you don't have to do nothing but just hang out and hang on. This right here looks like the fun. I would drive it. I'd pull my skier on the back, so I already got a ski hole. That is exception. And then they just go on and on and on. Very cool. I think we're going into this building next though. Whoa, bless you. I don't know if I'm going to keep all this as one video or if we'll cut it into 2 or 3 different videos for the collection videos. But to check out the Apex collection here behind me, so let's go check it out. Hey, we're still here at the Mecum Auction. We're about to go check out the Faulkner Ferrari collection here at the Mecum. And that's going to do it for the Commerce Avenue collection. We're going to start over here at the Heritage collection now. The rest of this is another collection. And I know that's another collection. So the Drag Snake, man, that is unbelievable. Just sitting out here with all these other unbelievable cars here. 62 Ferrari 350 GTO, never restored. Original race car. Love the wheels. When I see those wire wheels, I guess that just means money. Got the film crew over here filming over my back here. I'm hoping I got on the video a little bit because I'd like to have proof that I was here other than my videos. This is called The Room, so you know this is going to be the best of the best. This is a perfect opportunity to do a thumbnail. And there you go. Check that out. I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. I've walked through, I think, 6 buildings. There's a lot more. And then I just stumbled upon this. Didn't even know this was here. And I love signs. You don't need to do anything to that, but just look at it. You don't even have to write it. If you wonder why I'm wandering, it's because I'm wandering while I'm wandering. And there's more and more and more 4,500 cars here at the auction off this weekend. And as you can see, the tents keep going back. This is unbelievable. I said I was on the way out, just happened to look over and seen that Porsche in the window. I had to come over and look. This one's saying $5.5 to $6 million. I believe it. Oh, that's the mirror right there. That's so cool. One of 2, driven by Carroll Shelby. This is the real deal Holyfield. This is the staging areas. As you see, everybody's staged, ready to go. Very cool. Get them staged up, lined up. These are getting ready to go to the auction. As you can see, love the Continental kit on that. Look at that bad boy. Whew. That's a lot of car right there. 22 foot long. Now we're going to walk into the actual bidding area.
Sold 21 pounds, sold 21 pounds, and
2007 V8 6-speed.
Get 50 pounds into the head, you want to hit 50, get 40 pounds into the head, you want to hit 40, 40, 30 pounds into the head, you want to hit 30, 10 pounds in, 15 pounds in, 20 pounds into the head, 25 pounds in, you want to hit 28 pounds into the head, 45 pounds into the head, 48 pounds in, you want to get 2 pounds in, 25 pounds in, you want to hit 45 pounds into the head, 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 25 pounds into the head, 25 you want to hit 31 pounds and under, so 31 pounds and dirty on the telephone.
And this is the way out. I ended up buying a couple of signs, a license plate. I got a sign, a license plate, and they gave me a poster for free. There's your pretty cool little cart there, generally. Had a blast, had a good day. Kindig and Pit Dog will be here. We just saw them at SEMA. All right, this is the Excite. Still got my mark on my arm to get out. I don't even see my mark anymore. I don't know if it shows up under glow or something. I've been sweating. It's been hot. It's almost 80 degrees here. And I'm trying to remember where I parked at. I don't remember if I parked here or if I parked down here. I don't know where I parked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I think I'm this way. I hope so. If I had not, I'll watch my video back. But anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Come back and see me on the next one.
Don't worry, folks. After all, it's only a cartoon.